The Monaco Circuit is the most famous street circuit in the world. It's a 3.3 km circuit located in the Principality of Monaco, the city-state on the French Riviera, a few kilometers from the Italian border. Most of the racetrack is located in the Municipality of Monte Carlo, one of 3 municipalities in the country. From late April to mid-May, the whole country transforms, with big changes made in order to turn the narrow streets of Monte Carlo into a Formula 1 racetrack. Due to the big logistical challenges involving transforming a city into a racetrack, all motorsport events in the countries are held within the 3 weekends around the Formula 1 race. That includes FIA junior formulas like Formula 2 and Formula 3, as well as Formula E and the historic Grand Prix of Monaco. The track layout is heavily influenced by its surrounding urban environment, which is why the circle layout hasn't changed much since its first edition in 1929. The start-finish line was located on Boulevard Albert I on the harbour side, opposite its current location. In those days, the famous pool section didn't exist, and neither did Rascasse, making that section of the track the best location for the starting grid. The front straight was moved to the other side of the pit area in 1955, only to return to Boulevard Albert I in 1963. The 2 very similar straights were simply joined together by a hairpin known as the gasometer. In 1973, a new complex of corners were added around the pool area, between Tabac Corner and the brand new Rascasse, which had replaced what used to be the final corner, gasometer. After Rascasse, another right-hander was introduced and was called Virage Anthony Nogues, in honor of the founder of the Monaco Grand Prix. In its new configuration, the Monaco Circuit measured just under 3.3 kilometers. In the same year, a hotel was being built on top of the famous tunnel, which in those days was quite short. With the construction of the hotel, the tunnel length was extended to what it is today. In 1976, the Anthony Nogues corner was modified in order to slow cars down, as did Saint-Devoux. 10 years later, the chicane at the end of the tunnel was changed as well, and was renamed the Nouvelle Chicane, located around 100 meters before the Tabac corner, and to this day one of the slowest chicanes on the Formula 1 calendar. In 1997, the first S of the swimming pool complex was modified and renamed the Louis Chiron Turn, in honor of the Monegasque driver. In 2003, it was the turn of the second S corner to be widened, making the short straight leading to Rascasse even faster. In 2015, the Tabac curve was reprofiled by anticipating the entrance, slightly decreasing the track length to 3.33 kilometers, as it still is to this day. The Circuit of Monaco is arguably the most famous circuit in the world, and the Monaco Grand Prix is the race that every driver wants to win more than any other race. The very particular layout makes the Monaco Grand Prix an outlier in the Formula 1 Championship, giving the driver the opportunity to really make the difference behind the wheel, and almost level out the difference between cars. And that is why, despite not always being a very entertaining race, every driver loves Monaco, and qualifying for the Grand Prix becomes extremely important, with drivers pushing the limit between the walls of Monte Carlo at over 250 km/h.